UK Olympian, bronze medal winner, Anthony Agogo. So maybe if you want to quickly address how you feel from your first performance here in the US.
Thank you. I felt privileged, to be here. Like I said, there's some amazing fighters in boxing this hall, and just to add my name to the list, I feel very humbled by that. It's like I said, it's been an absolute privilege since I've been here. Everybody, a Golden Boy, everybody in America so far have been so kind to me, so courteous. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for, like I said, being so courteous. I can't wait to come back here and box again.
Thank you. And I was sitting next to Bernard Hopkins, the master of the game, professor of boxing, and he kept telling me, "Oh, I like this kid. I like this kid."
And to hear that, from someone, I can remember I've watched every time I used to fight at Southpaw as an amateur. I used to watch the fight when Bernard Hopkins beat Keith Holmes because he just did everything right. Keith Holmes is obviously a brilliant fighter, and Bernard just negated everything he had. So I've learned so many things from him. I've watched his style, I've watched his technique over and over and over again. So to hear that, from Bernard is just an absolute, it's really surreal. And it's he's told me a few things I need to go back and work on, and I can't wait to go over to Philadelphia and train with him, and to be alongside him in the gym.
Absolutely, that's going to be great. And as Bernard was admiring your boxing skills, I have to tell you, a lot of the females were admiring your looks, so you, I think, made all around a great first impression.
Thank you, cheers. I don't know about that, but like I said, it's been an absolute privilege to be here. Everybody in America has welcomed me with open arms, so thank you for that. I can't wait to come back and keep boxing in your great country, so thanks for that, and thanks for having me.
Great, thank you, Anthony. You'll be back here soon. Yes, okay, Devin is here, okay. Could we maybe wait, can you somebody check with monitor where like Dan is? Now, Sean Porter and Phil Greco, what a great fight that was. It's the kind of fights where you really don't have a loser. Both guys came to fight, they came to win. It was a very entertaining fight, and that's exactly what fight fans want to see.
I thought Porter won every round.
Come up. Here's Phil Greco. What a fight, man.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and supporting us. You win most of them, and the ones that you lose, what happens next determines the type of fighter you are. And whenever there's a minor setback, there's always a major comeback. And I can promise you guys, there's going to be a major comeback. This was a good learning experience on my part. I think I really gave the fight away. I wasn't letting the punches go. I was trying to push the action. And then I got desperate in the last round, and I got caught, I got up, and it happens in boxing. I think I'm going to move up in weight class. This weight class, I've been in 147 pounds since I was 16 years old. I think I might need new challenges, and as part of boxing, everybody loses. It's how you lose and how you take it. And one thing I'm not taking it personal. This is all business. And one thing I can promise you, you will see a harder, better, faster Phil Greco.
Well, it was an exciting fight, and I'm sure all fight fans and TV networks are going to be happy and looking forward to have you back. Thank you for a great performance. Thank you. We're going to get Devin Alexander up here, but I think there's a few of the media guys making their way over, so just give me a couple more minutes. Devin didn't just want to come and win, he wanted to make a statement. I think he made exactly that, a statement. The way he threw these combinations and punches and just absolute control, and it was an exciting fight. Great performance. Very proud of you, Devin.
Thanks, Richard. First of all, I want to thank God first and foremost for his victory. Without him, nothing's possible. I trained real hard. I had 2 training camps for this fight, actually. I was scheduled to fight Kell Brook 3 times, but it fell through. Then Lee Purdy stepped in. So I was ready. I was 100% ready for this fight. The first round, I hurt my left hand. Bad, but I had to throw that out of my head. I'm a warrior, so I throw it out of my head. I knew I could beat it with one hand if I could, so that's what I did. I want to thank my team Alexander, Al Heyman, Golden Boy. I got a good team. I'm happy with my team right now. You guys have put me on a pedestal. I'm steady moving forward, and that's what I want my career to do. I'm steady learning with my coach, Kevin Cunningham. We steady progressing. I'm 26 years old and still got a lot to learn. People thought I could just move around the ring. That's all I can do, move around. I showed that I can stand there, and I got power too. People think I don't got power, but I do got power. I'm just looking for the best fights. I think I'm ready to fight any big fighter out there who Richard and my coach comes up with, Al Heyman comes up with, and I'm ready to take it to the next level.
Any questions?
Devin, you're saying big fighter. Say his name.
Well, I think all fighters, want that, the elite fighter, pound for pound king, Floyd Mayweather. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants to prove that they can beat Floyd, and of course I want that fight. I definitely want that fight, and if the time and it presents itself, I'll be ready to oblige that. And if I heard Khan calling me out, if Khan wants to fight, I'll definitely fight him too. I never shied away from any opponent. Never. I fought them all. If my coach say, we fight this guy, that's what they got for us, that's what I'm going to fight. So.
Do you believe you're ready for Mayweather?
Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't I be? I've been boxing since I was 7 years old, and what makes Floyd better than me? He's been on top probably longer than me, but I got skills. I'm fast just like him, and if you notice, any slick fighter he has problem with, so, just throwing it out there. But you will see. We'll see. I'll be happy for that fight.
How about the potential fight with Khan? You can't raise your hand, just say it. They don't ask you.
Well, the plan was to utilize him with my jab. We knew he was a come forward type of fighter. Me and my coach had a game plan where we didn't have to move as much with him because he's coming forward, but we was going to do a subtle movement left and right. And of course, me hurting my left hand, I couldn't throw it like I wanted to. I wanted to definitely get that off because he was right there. I could have hit him with anything I wanted to because he was coming straight ahead. I was trying to turn him and hit the left. I could have turned him and hit him with the left hand, but I couldn't because, every time I threw it, I feel like, I'm breaking each bone in there. So, but I got the job done. I toughed it out. I had to use my Urango uppercut in this fight and got the victory. The first round, I had to throw it out real quick though. It happens. I knew my left hand was strong, and that's why I threw it as hard as I could, and I hit him on top of the head, and that's how I hurt it. So,
just gonna have to correct you quickly. You didn't just get the job done. You delivered in spectacular fashion. Getting job done, and then there's delivering in spectacular fashion. That's what you did tonight.
I appreciate it, you know. Well, I'm my own worst critic, you know, and
Devin,
I thought I did good.
Devin, to get the fight you want with Mayweather, do you think that taking the path of Amir Khan in December, a win over Amir Khan will get you bigger exposure both in the U.S. and internationally, which can entice Mayweather to give you that opportunity? Because right now, why should he?
Well, it makes sense. That could be a way to entice Mayweather if I go the Khan route. But why Mayweather should is because he want to fight the best. You know, I think I'm one of the best at 147. I got the title. I moved up to 147 last year, and I won a title at 147 with 2 fights at 147. So, you know, why shouldn't he? You know, I've beat some of the best guys out there. You know, back to back. I mean, I haven't had no easy fight. You know, since Urango was since Junior Witter on up. I fought, you know, ranked guys, not guys, cherry pick guys. You know, no bums. I fought all top-notch guys, so why not? You know, that's how I see it. I feel that I'm one of the best at 147. So,
do you think your stock went up in value with today's performance, and also with what Peterson-Matthysse was able to do with a world-class fighter, you having a win over Matthysse already?
Well, yeah, of course. You saw how Matthysse, you know, what he did tonight. I beat him. It was tough, but I beat him. And I beat Matthysse when I was talking about moving to 147. When I fought Matthysse, I was 60%, probably 50%. My legs wasn't there. I was wore out, drained. You know, I didn't have any energy, and I had to tough that win out. You know, I had to dig down deep to get that win because I was tired. My legs, I didn't have energy at all. And, you know, just imagine if I had 100%. But I got the win, and that goes to show you what type of level I'm on, you know.
Yeah, and I think when you see Devin, I think technically certainly one of the top 3 or 4 pound-for-pound fighters. And he maybe, you know, doesn't hurt people with that one punch, but you see the cumulative effect he had tonight on his opponent. He busted him up, and it's basically giving out the beating. And that is just as damaging as a one-punch knockout. So I think if you look at that, these 2 elements, I totally agree with the assessment. And Devin is certainly right there at the 147 pound in the top, you know, 1, 2, or 3. There's nobody out there who I really think can be a serious threat to Devin Alexander today.
How much time do you need for the hand?
Lucas. All right.
Devin, how much time do you need for your hand?
Last question.
How much time do you think you need to let your hand heal?
I'm gonna go to the doctor Monday, see what they say, you know, and hopefully it's not broken or anything. I'm a gym rat, so I want to get back in the gym. So we'll see what happens.
All right, great. Thank you very much. Great performance. Thank you. Job, Captain. Okay. So tonight, you know, in this legendary place, the Boardwalk Hall, and I think if we all are very quiet, we can probably still hear the arena buzzing from what we've seen tonight. The legendary Arturo Gatti, late Arturo Gatti, fought here many great battles, and I certainly think what we've seen tonight from this young man from Argentina fits right in there. Heart, determination, power, and just that will to win. And I think, as I said to some of the media members ringside and to the audience in Showtime on air, tonight we have a new Manny Pacquiao, and he's from Argentina, and his name is Lucas the Machine Matthysse. Machine exploded. He really is a machine.
That's crazy.
Driving with a bag.
la verdad que muy contento. Muchísimas gracias por venirme a apoyar, a toda la gente que vino. La verdad que es un triunfo muy grande para mí. Lemon Peterson es un buen peleador y bueno, la verdad que muy contento del triunfo.
Very happy. I want to thank all your support for coming out, watching the fight. This was an important fight for me. I hope you guys liked the performance, and I'm very happy with the outcome.
Any questions?
Very go for it.
Sí, seguro. Es la pelea que me están ofreciendo y que estoy buscando hace rato, así que me dijeron que si pasaba esta pelea, la próxima vez con García, así que bueno, acá estoy ahora.
Yes, it's the fight I've been looking for, and we've talked about it. And I was told that if I get past this, that there's a likelihood that I would be fighting Danny Garcia. So yes, that's what I want. Habla un poquito de lo que pasó en la pelea.
Sí, bueno, la pelea del primer round, la verdad que me costó un poco, se movía bien, me agarró bien la distancia, pero bueno, después pude acercar un poquito más y en el segundo cuando empecé a conectar mis manos lo pude sentir y bueno, así la primera caída y después bueno, sé que sentía mis manos, así que fui a buscar knockout.
You know, the first round was a little difficult. He moved very well. He moved very well, and his distance control was very, very good. So the second round, I took a little bit more chances, and I closed the gap, and I know he felt my punch, and that's when the first knockdown happened. And once that happened, I kind of knew that I can open up a little bit and get him out of there.
This question's for Richard. How likely is a Danny Garcia-Lucas Matthysse fight?
Oh, it's very likely. We discussed that fight before. I discussed with his manager, with Al Heyman, who is representing Lucas as well, and that's the fight we want to do. I have a target date of September the 7th, possibly from the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. That's a fight we want to do. That's a fight I want to do. That's a fight fans want to see. Danny Garcia is the kind of fighter who has never turned down anybody. He's a great fighter. I think a lot of people might underestimate him. He always steps up and he delivers big. And as I said before, here with Lucas Matthysse, we have one of the best fighters in the world now. And we all sort of knew about it, but tonight this was a statement. This is just absolutely amazing. One of the most amazing performances I have seen at that level. I mean, these are two top-notch guys. This was a 50-50 fight. I mean, it was just absolutely amazing. And I asked Paulie Malignaggi, wow, I mean, what do you think? He says, well, I said, who can beat this guy? And he said, well, somebody who can fight for 12 rounds, the perfect fight. And he said, what I mean by perfect, you can't even get touched by the guy, because if you get touched, you probably go down. So, I mean, that's the kind of fighter Lucas Matthysse is. But you can't underestimate Danny Garcia. That's the fight we want to do. That's the fight I want to do. I said it before, and I'm going to work very hard to get this done. That's the kind of event we want to put together. And I know Lucas is ready. I think it's going to be easier, not more difficult, So absolutely no problem, because Al Heyman is a fan of the sport as well. He wants to see the best fight the best. When what we have to understand, when you put these fights together at that level, there is no loser. I mean, there is no loser. I still want to see Peterson. I mean, I could see if we go to Washington to put Peterson in against Sam Judah. Why not? So this is what this is. This is exciting. And just because somebody loses doesn't mean you need to go back to the line. And the fact is, when the best fight the best, there are no losers. We as fans of the sport are the winners, and so are the fighters.
Richard, why the Verizon Center in Washington when Danny has built such a good fan base in the Barclays Center? Why would you take the fight to Washington?
Well, because the Barclays Center is booked.
Oh.
Simple.
There you go. There you go.
Why not Atlantic City?
Booked too. They're gonna have. I don't know. They have. Way ahead of you. Yeah, they're booked as well.
Well, you're not doing too good.
Strike two. What else? Throw out some other cities. Hey, but come on, nothing wrong with Washington. Washington, D.C., Verizon Center, one of the premier venues in the country. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the capital. There will be a capital showdown.
There you go.
Okay, pregunta.
Peterson undercard.
Lucas. The question is, did you ever imagine you were going to be able to end the fight this fast? Nobody's ever been able to do that against Lamont Peterson.
No, la verdad que no. Un buen peleador, sé que peleó con todos los mejores y nadie lo pudo noquear. Pensé que iba a ser una pelea muy dura para mí, pero bueno, lo pude noquear rápido.
No, I never imagined I was going to finish it, that fast. He's a great champion. He's a great fighter. He's fought the best, and nobody's ever been able to knock him out. So I was expecting a tougher fight. Yes.
Could you ask Lucas? I thought of this after I saw the knockout from Richard before I could even say it. Said it to us at ringside that he feels like Lucas is sort of the new Manny Pacquiao, the way he's just dedicating his opponents and good opponents. Can you ask Lucas what it feels like for him to be compared to?
Let's give a big hand to Lamont Peterson, a great champion. And I told him in the ring, we're proud and privileged to be working with him and with his team. We certainly are fully behind him, and there will be another night, and who wouldn't want to see Lamont Peterson fight again? He's the kind of fighter who shows up to come and fight and gives his best. He goes down and he comes up, and that's the kind of heart he has and has shown that many times. So, when you fight at that level, as I said, there is no losers. There are only winners.
Let me ask you a question for okay.
I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out and supporting me. They're supporting the fight. Of course, I came to win, but Lucas put on a good performance, and he was the better man tonight.
So now maybe we're going to go to some questions.
You had a question.
No, bueno, muy contento, la verdad que me compare con Pacquiao, así que ojalá que me hagan pelear con él.
He says he feels very happy that people are saying that, comparing him to Manny Pacquiao, but what I really want to do is fight him.
You are possibly facing Danny Garcia next. What do you see in him and what do you not see in him?
Posiblemente se pelea con Garcia. ¿Qué es lo que ves en él y qué es lo que piensas que podría ser?
No, sí, ojalá que la pelea se dé en septiembre y lo veo fuerte, pero muy lento, se abre mucho. Sí que esa pelea va a ser para mí también.
He says, no, I'm hopeful that the fight happens in September, but, I see he's a slow fighter. He's slow and he's wide open, and I know that I'll win that fight as well.
Lamont, what was the game plan tonight, and where did you feel that you didn't execute it at? Okay, same question. Pretty good.
The game plan was to keep boxing. Sometime in the second round, hit me in the back of the head. I got a little upset. Started getting a little bit more reckless, wanting to bang. I could feel the fight heating up, and so you know me, I just let the fight. Kind of abandoned the game plan a little bit, and I paid for it.
You haven't been stopped before. I just wanted to ask you, you were obviously receiving it as some of these fights. How hard
He's a good puncher, of course. You know, he had me hurt. I was hoping he didn't stop the fight because I believe I can weather any storm. But of course, the referee is going to look out for my best interests and my coach. And he decided to stop the fight. But of course, I was willing to fight on.
Lamont, the shot in the second round, was it a grazing shot? Where did it hit you? Your legs just seemed like they just fell up under you.
I kind of turned a little too much on my hook and kind of left a little opening. My hands were up, but I turned a little too much, and I gave him a good angle to land his shot, and that's pretty much how I got hurt.
And over here, after your victory against Kendall Holt in February in Washington, you surprised a lot of people when you basically called out Peterson-Matthysse and said, "I want to fight this guy." And then when you did your interviews prior to the fight, everybody asked you about his punching power. You said you weren't sure about it, but weren't really that impressed, I guess. Are there any regrets now that you called him out to take the fight?
Not at all. I'm always going to test myself. He's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. And that's not going to change anything with me. I'll fight anybody at any time still. He's a good fighter with a good punch. And that's all I can say.
Great fighters fight the best.
About Richard's point that maybe he would like to make you against Zab Judah in the fall.
I'm okay with fighting anyone. I have no problem with getting in there. That the best supposed to fight the best, so whoever they line up, I'm willing to fight.
There's so many great names there, at 140, 147, so that's going to be the easy part.
Lamont, after we beat Kendall Holt, you were talking about what you chose to make 140. Obviously, it was special at 141. Do you see yourself staying at 140 or do you want to move up all the way to the next fight?
I think I'm kind of stuck between the two right now. If any opportunity come at welterweight, I'll probably jump on it, but I still feel as though I can make 140. I didn't really struggle. I felt strong going into the fight. Just, things happen. Of course, it'll be a great feeling to fight at home again. I always want to fight at home. I wanted this fight to be at home, but of course, you got to be fair. You can't have all home fights. But anytime I get a chance to, I'm all for it.
Lamont.
I was busy studying Matthysse, so I didn't watch that fight, getting ready for this fight. But if that's my mandatory and that's the fight that I'm going to fight next, then I'll start to watch them and see what they got.
Questions for Lucas? Yeah.
He's fighting here in Atlantic City. Arturo Gatti. How familiar was he with Arturo and how did you feel about performing so well Arturo Gatti?
Question, no relevance. Old people.
No, se siente muy bien, la verdad que muy contento de que me hayan invitado a pelear a Estados Unidos, acá en Atlantic City, la verdad que un lugar muy histórico que la verdad me pone muy contento de haber peleado acá adentro.
No, he felt very good. He feels privileged that he was asked to fight here in Atlantic City at Boardwalk Hall, in such a historic place, and he feels very happy.
The attendance, by the way, was 4,215.
Lucas, who training basis in Argentina? Are you thinking maybe you can get to the States and train out here?
No, entrenamos allá, todas las peleas hemos entrenado allá, armamos un buen campamento y sí, vamos a seguir entrenando allá porque tenemos muy buenos compañeros, buen equipo y vamos a seguir entrenando allá para la pelea.
I feel very comfortable training in Argentina. That's what I've been training for the last few fights, and I have very good sparring partners, good team, and I feel very comfortable in Argentina, and I want to keep training there.
Like I said, it's his knockout power to be a sportsman like he is. Who does he sport with out there? You got to get a lot of time.
No, son muchos los compañeros que me ayudan. guanteando con pibes muy grandes de categoría. Todos muy buena gente, muy buen equipo y son los compañeros de Argentina que me ayudan siempre.
There are many good fighters and boxers, and I was training with guys that are bigger than me actually, and I just feel that I get the best training, the best out of training out there in Argentina. I feel very good.
Two more questions, and then I want to let these guys rest.
The question is, do you think that you're going to come to a level to Sergio Maravilla Martinez now in this performance?
Supongo que sí.
In his country of Argentina. Well, I think you don't know Argentina because he's actually surpasses Sergio Martinez. He's considered the number one boxer.
Me gustaría escuchar, porque recién hablé un poco con él, la opinión de un gran campeón como Bernard Hopkins, porque me dio un par de conceptos sobre Lucas que me parecieron muy ricos técnicamente.
Okay, he said he would like to get your perspective. Bernard, you're a great champion, historic fighter. What's your perspective on Lucas and the outcome of this fight?
Well, basically everything's been said. I mean, this is an era where the elite will stand out, and you've seen that tonight. I've never seen a 140-pound guy hit like almost a heavyweight, or at least close to one, in both hands. So I'm very impressed. I was telling Richard, I said, yo, this the real deal. And a lot of people's worried right now at 140 pounds. They're not sleeping good tonight.
Dice que está impresionado, que obviamente nunca ha visto un peleador de esta categoría pelear y tener un golpe como un heavyweight. Pero es lo que está pasando hoy en día. Los mejores están peleando con los mejores y dice que él te puede garantizar que muchos de esta división no van a dormir bien en esta noche.
Eric,
yes.
Ask him, does he feel any regret that his only 2 losses have come while training in Oxnard, and since going back to Argentina, he's continuously knocking people out?
That's a good question.
There you go, man. Fucking bums out here, that's wild.
No, la verdad que para mí fue un gusto haber entrenado en el equipo de Maravilla Martínez, fue una experiencia muy buena. Se lo agradezco porque aprendí mucho, y las derrotas esas por no tener mucha experiencia en pelea, y la verdad que de esas derrotas aprendí mucho y estoy agradecido.
No, I don't feel bad at all, not at all. I feel privileged that I was able to train in Oxnard with the team of Maravilla Martinez. I learned a lot, and what can I say? Those 2 losses that I had, they gave me a lot of experience. I gained a lot of experience from those 2 losses.
Okay, thank you all, and I want to a big thank you to Showtime as well, that pretty much week after week they bring us the best, fighting the best. It's a tremendous commitment, and I think we see with Steven Espinoza, there's somebody there who is as passionate about the sport as we all are. So a big thank you to Showtime.